Collaboration Corner starts here in Merthyr, heading to London today. Looking forward to meeting with a number of clients and talking to today's spotlight, so we'll see you in the city soon.
So the Collaboration Corner's made it to London. Look at this fantastic view. I'm excited to be back out and about today with some of our clients, and some of them I'm hoping I can take you into to talk to with me today. So join me on my journey this next 2 days. Look who I've just bumped into, my buddy
Lewis WENMAN.
So Lewis, thanks for walking my legs off. We're on our way to a meeting together, and we must have walked about 4 miles so far in this gorgeous sunshine, thanks to Lewis WENMAN, who, maybe you can introduce yourself, Lewis.
So I'm Lewis WENMAN, I'm the lead BIM manager at BOUYGUES Construction, and I'm from London, so Reece is getting a tour of London from a Londoner.
Can't beat it. So actually, I thought I'd make a bit of a spotlight today of the people that we've been meeting with. So Lewis has been in construction now for a little while, a little longer than me, Lewis, I think. How long have you been in construction?
Just over 35 years now.
Oh, wow. And if I can ask, what attracted you to the construction world?
Well, as a kid, I've always played with Lego and was interested in the early computers. And I found my way into an architect's practice, tinkering with the early CAD machines and design. So it got my interest in architecture, and I had to go away and study and come back and to improve the tools that I can use.
Perfect. So we're just walking to our site meeting now, so Lewis and I will continue our chat in a little bit. So we've just come out of a meeting together, great success, and one of the questions I'd like to ask Lewis now is, tell us a little bit about life before Revista. What were the challenges you faced before you started using Revista?
So one of the main challenges for us, we were generating these models and a series of drawings from this, and when we shared this data with the project team, they went off in their different directions. Trying to put all the coordination issues together into one place was actually a bit of a nightmare. We found Revista 3-4 years ago. We was an early adopter to this. We implemented it straight on one of the largest construction projects in the UK. It was quickly picked up by the project team, the design team. We was able to keep all our drawings, all the models in one place, and all our issues. You know, life has become a lot better since Revista.
Keeping BIM together is something I hear you say a lot, which is great to see that now in place. 3 or 4 years our journey in construction has been a lot longer than that. So Lewis has been, actually I like to think, a bit of a mentor to me over the last 10-12 years in construction as I've sort of ventured through my professional career now here at Revista. So to see your success 3 or 4 years on is tremendous. So in a couple of words, why Revista for you and your team?
Well, as you were just saying, it's keeping BIM together. It's making data more accessible for non-technical, digital-minded people. All the project team have now got access to this. So I think the simpler we keep these tools are, it's more accessible for everyone. And that's one of the reasons I picked Revista.
Excellent. And could you quantify sort of how much time, man hours you're saving now by using Revista on a daily basis? I know that's a pretty difficult question, but how much time would you say you're saving now by implementing Revista on your projects?
Well, it's not just about the hours we're saving, it's the personnel that we needed to go through the drawings as well. We're actually saying that we're saving time. We're actually we're increasing the amount of work that we're doing. We're doing a better quality job, which we was unable to do before. So a lot of the tasks of the project team are much better and more efficient at the process they're taking on board.
And it's sort of another question, if I can. In general, the industry, how do you foresee the UK construction industry moving forward with a number of these BIM mandates that we've had? What are you hearing on the shop floor?
Well, we've just come out from a meeting with a client and sort of where we're handing over a project, and one of the things today that they're not fully averse with from the client side is how to navigate their way through all these models and the data. Revista is a tool which we can see being used for the life cycle of the project.
Absolutely. Great. Thanks, Lewis. So you can see now we're standing still, thankfully. Lewis has walked my legs off with some beautiful scenery in London, but thanks for sharing your story with us, Lewis. See you soon. can you imagine purchasing a really expensive Ferrari, let's say, putting that in your garage and throwing away the key? Well, that's one of the comments that stuck out in my mind from our discussion with a client yesterday that had experienced this feeling from a previous project at handover. So one of the things I'm really passionate about is helping our clients truly embrace the power of digital technology in the operational phase. I think that's a massive opportunity for us all and something we could all be doing to help more clients take advantage of BIM in the operational phase. We're now with another client of ours, which is Connor. Connor, maybe you can just say hello, who you are and what you guys do.
Hi guys, my name is Connor Hyde and I'm a BIM manager and I work for Arc BIM.
Perfect. So Connor and the team have been using Revista now for a little while, I think. Connor, how long has it been?
It's been 3 years now since we've started using it.
That's gone quickly, isn't it?
It has flown by.
I remember the webinar that we hosted together a couple of months ago now, or maybe longer than that, and some of the exciting stuff that you were using Revista for. So in a few words, how would you explain your use case of Revista?
Yeah, I mean, for the project that we were using it for at the time that we did that webinar was for a new fit-out project in London, and especially the main contractor found it very useful for their team on site, on iPads and stuff, and it was bridging the gap between maybe the older generation who are used to looking at 2D stuff. Yeah. No offense. And then the younger generation, the 3D
Y,
stuff,
right?
so you can actually bridge that sort of overlay.
That's
and
important.
They find that really useful, yeah.
Something we hear a lot is it is bridging that gap where you have people that are more familiar working with a traditional way of 2D documentation or printing things out, and then these heavy data-rich 3D models. Yeah. I think that's one of the core strengths of Revista, is bringing that information together.
Yeah, and this is their new head office at Chancery Lane. So this project is 8 floors, there's a roof terrace. Some of the stuff that we were able to do on site and stuff was obviously show early on in the construction, like the piling, the foundations and stuff like that. We were able to take, sections which they found really useful through the building. They were able to very quickly see the main feature of the building is their atrium.
Got it.
And as I mentioned previously, the ability to overlay, your 2D stuff.
Where's all this come from, Connor? These the drawings of the model, these Revit, Tekla?
So all the drawings and models have come from Revit. So obviously your sheets and stuff are linked and they all come together. So, one of the best features at the start of this project for everyone was the ability to, overlay the 2D and 3D information. And it just gave everyone a better understanding of the project and how everything sort of comes together. Some people struggle with the 3D visualization, whereas other people just prefer to see it in 2D. So
all of your communication then is through the issue tracker, so
so all of our, if we find stuff maybe in 2D or 3D, then we would obviously add this to the issue tracker, and everything that we found throughout the project is stored in here. Excellent. And then obviously we can then export this to our reporting system, and we've got dashboards and everything that helped everyone sort of gauge where we were in certain timelines in the project.
So it's been a success in these last couple of years.
Absolutely, and we're now moving on to the second stage of this project, and we're going to be using everything now in Revista 5, which has all the added features and stuff for search sets and grouping and reporting and stuff. So it's been really useful so far, but we're really excited now to get on to Revista 5 for the second stage of this project.
Thanks for sharing that with us. Back to beautiful Merthyr Tydfil. It's been an action-packed few days up in London, and I'm looking forward to bringing you more exciting content from the Collaboration Corner, hopefully soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.